Let's be honest, most mobile UI tests don't fail because the app is broken. They fail because the backend changed, or because the environment was unstable, or because the data wasn't what you expected today. And that's the real problem with mobile automation. Your UI tests depend on something you don't control: network, latency, backend availability, data consistency, rate limits, environment resets. If you've ever asked yourself, why did this test pass yesterday but fail today? You already know the answer. This is exactly why we built Module 5, Maestro Network Mocking. This module is about taking control back, not by guessing, not by hard-coding mocks manually, but by recording real backend behavior once and replaying it deterministically forever. In this module, you learn how to isolate your UI tests from the backend completely without sacrificing realism. We start with the fundamentals. You'll understand what network stubbing really is, why it matters for UI automation, and why stable tests always start with isolation. Then we introduce the Maestro Stub Recorder, a tool that sits between your app and the backend, records real HTTP traffic, and turns it into reusable per-test stubs. One test, one dataset, one predictable outcome every time. You'll see how record and playback work in practice, how the same test can run online, offline, and in CI with identical results. And yes, it works on both iOS and Android. Same command, same workflow, same mental model. Platform agnostic automation, exactly the way it should be. Next, we go deeper. We introduce Charles Proxy, not just as a debugging tool, but as a powerful way to understand and shape network behavior. You'll learn how to intercept traffic, inspect requests and responses, and manipulate data in real time. This is where automation stops being blind and starts being intentional. Then comes one of the most important topics in modern testing: negative scenarios, empty states, 500 server errors, unexpected responses, scenarios that are almost impossible to reproduce reliably on a real backend, but critical for user experience. In this module, you don't just see them, you automate them. You'll record these scenarios, edit stub responses, and validate UI behavior using isolated Maestro flows that run without internet access. Fast, repeatable, CI ready. And finally, we challenge you, not with theory, but with a real task. You'll build an isolated test that validates a server error scenario end to end using everything you learned in this module, from traffic interception to stub recording to offline playback to clean, deterministic assertions. A complete solution is provided, but only after you try, because real learning happens when you apply the concepts yourself. This module isn't about tools, it's about mindset, about moving from fragile UI tests to reliable, scalable automation, about tests you trust, pipelines that move fast, and confidence in every release. This is Maestro Network Mocking, and once you adopt it, you'll never go back to backend-dependent UI tests again.